Today we are going to study about limits. And the types of problem that we are going to see in this chapter are as follows. One on direct method, the problem is based on theorem x tends to a, x raised to n minus a raised to n upon x minus a is equal to n a raised to n minus 1. The third type on factorization method, now the fourth one would be evaluating limits. By using rationalization method. Then we have limits of trigonometric function. Then we have evaluation of limits by using substitution method. Then limits of exponential and logarithmic functions. Then finally we have evaluate limits by using limits at infinity and infinite limits. And infinite limits. So these are all the 8 types of problem that we are gonna see in the chapter limits. Some introduction. Calculus is one of the important branches of mathematics. The concept of limits of a function is fundamental concept in calculus on which complete structure of calculus is built. In fact, the subject calculus was evolved through the process of finding a limit. Okay. A limit of a function. Let's see, limit of a function. A function f of x is said to have a limit L as x tends to a if for every belongs to greater than 0, we can find a positive number delta such that f of x minus L less than belongs to whenever 0 less than x minus a less than delta. Start. Now some important functions. If f of x and g of x are any two functions, then limit x tends to a f of x plus g of x will give limit x tends to a f of x plus limit x tends to a g of x. The limit will go to both the functions. Now similarly, if limit x tends to a, there is f of x minus g of x. In the same way as the above example, limit f of x tends to a minus limit x tends to a g of x. In similar fashion for multiplication, if the two functions are multiplied, limit f of x into g of x, the limit will be limit x tends to a f of x into limit x tends to a g of x. In similar fashion for division as well, then we'll have limit x tends to a constant into f of x. This constant will go outside limit x tends to a f of x, where k is a constant. Then limit x tends to a f of x raised to n, so that the answer will be limit x tends to a f of x raised to n. Then limit of x tends to a log of f of x will give logarithm of limit x tends to a function of x. So these are some of the prerequisites which you should know before trying to solve limits. Limits of some algebraic functions are also as follows. If limit of x tends to a, if x is a, then limit x tends to a x raised to n is a raised to n. Limit x tends to a, k is k, that's a constant. And if p of x is a polynomial, then limit x tends to a polynomial of x is polynomial of a. Now the first type we are going to encounter is direct method. In some cases, limit as x tends to a can be obtained by mere substitution of x by a. For an example, limit x tends to 1, 3x square plus 4x plus 5, that is 3, limit x tends to 1, x square plus 4, limit x tends to 1, x plus limit of 5 x tends to 1, that is 3, 1 square plus 4 bracket 1 plus 5, that is 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 12. That is as easy as direct method. It's a direct substitution. At the place of x, you have to substitute the value given here. Now let's take another example. Limit x tends to 1, 1 plus x minus 1 the whole square upon 1 plus x square. So the answer would be limit x tends to 1, 1 plus x minus 1 the whole square upon 1 plus x square is equal to limit x tends to 1, 1 plus x minus 1 the square upon limit x tends to 1, 1 plus x square is equal. Now we will put the values 1 plus 1 minus 1 the whole square upon 1 plus 1 square, that is 1 by 2, and your answer is done. Another example we'll take is limit x tends to a, root of x plus root of a upon x plus a. The answer will be limit x tends to a, root of x plus root of a upon limit x tends to a, x plus a, that is root a plus root a upon a plus a, that will give 2 root a upon 2a, and the answer will be 1 upon root a. Another sum would be limit x tends to a, x to the power 9 minus a to the power 9 upon x minus a is equal to 9. Find all possible values of a. Find all possible values of a. The solution would be limit x tends to a, x to the power 9, a to the power 9, 1 x minus a is equal to 9. Therefore 9 into a to the power 8 is equal to 9. That is limit x tends to a, x raised to n minus a raised to n is equal to n a raised to n minus 1. We have used this identity here. Therefore a raised to 8 is equal to 1. A is equal to plus or minus 1. So a will have value plus 1 or minus 1. The second method is factorization method. Consider the limit of type limit x tends to a, f of x upon g of x. Then the procedure is we have to factorize both f of x and g of x. Whenever substitution x is equal to a, assume the intermediate form x is equal to a. Cancel out the common factors by stating the reason. Cancel the common factors. Then substitute x is equal to a in the remaining expression and evaluate the limit. Substitute x is equal to a in remaining expression and evaluate the limit. Now let's take some very basic example to get started with. Limit x tends to 2, x minus 2 upon x square plus x minus 6. So the answer would be limit x tends to 2, x minus 2. In the factorization will be x plus 3, x minus 2. So then we cancel out the terms. Then we have limit x tends to 2, 1 upon x plus 3. X tends to 2, therefore x cannot be equal to 2, therefore x minus 2 cannot be equal to 0, is equal to 1 upon 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 upon 5. And that's the first sum. The second sum, limit x tends to 5, x square minus 9x plus 20 upon x square minus 6x plus 5. So it would be limit x minus 5 x minus 4 upon x minus 5 x minus 1. We cancel out the common terms. Limit x tends to 5 x minus 4 upon x minus 1. Limit x tends to 5 x minus 4 upon limit x tends to 5 x minus 1 is 5 minus 4 upon 5 minus 1, that is 1 by 4. In this type of sum you need to just do factorization, very basic factorization which you have done in school. Another sum, let's take some big example. Limit x tends to minus 2 x cube plus x square plus 4x plus 12 upon x cube minus 3x plus 2. To find the factor of x cube plus x square plus 4x plus 12 by synthetic division. So now consider x cube plus x square plus 4x plus 12 that is 1, 1, 4 and 12. This one comes here. So that becomes minus 2 plus 1 becomes minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 2 is 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 into minus 2 is minus 12. And the remainder becomes 0 here. So therefore x cube plus x square plus 4x plus 12 is equal to x plus 2 x square minus x plus 6 from above. To find the factor of x square minus 3x plus 2 by synthetic division, we again solve as 1, 0, minus 3, 2. This one comes down, becomes minus 2, 4. This becomes 1, minus 2 and 0. So therefore x cube minus 3x plus 2 is equal to x plus 2 x square minus 2x plus 1. So after the factorization we have limit x tends to minus 2 x plus 2 x square minus x plus 6 upon x plus 2 x square minus 2x plus 1. We cancel out the common terms and we are left with limit x tends to minus 2 x square minus 6 plus 6 upon x square minus 2x plus 1. Then we distribute the limit x tends to minus 2 x square minus x plus 6 upon limit x tends to minus 2 x square minus 2x plus 1. That will be minus 2 the whole square minus of minus 2 plus 6 upon minus 2 the whole square minus 2 into minus 2 plus 1. That will be 4 plus 2 plus 6 upon 4 plus 4 plus 1, that is 12 by 9. That will be 4 by 3. Yes. The third type we are gonna say is rationalization method. In the given limit, if the numerator or the denominator of both contains a rational function and the direct method fails to give the limit, then we rationalize the function by multiplying and dividing it by appropriate factors. The first we will take an example is limit x tends to 0, root of x plus 2 minus root 2 upon x. So that will be limit x tends to 0 x plus 2 minus root 2 into root of x plus 2 plus root 2 x root of x plus 2 plus root 2. This is called dividing and multiplying with the conjugate of the numerator. Then we have limit x tends to 0. We have x plus 2 minus 2. We get this by opening up the brackets. The first term with the first, first with the second, second with the first, second with the second. We have then x plus 2 plus root 2 limit x tends to 0 x plus 2 plus root 2. As we have eliminated x, because if x is tending to 0, x cannot be 0. So hence we have removed the x. That goes cancelled. It will become 1. This x will get cancelled. 1 upon limit x tends to 0 x plus 2 plus root 2 1 upon root of 0 plus 2 plus root 2 will give 1 upon root 2 plus root 2 is 1 upon 2 root 2. That is the first example. Limit x tends to 0 root of 1 plus x square minus 1 upon x equal to limit x tends to 0 1 plus x square minus 1 root of 1 plus x square plus 1 upon x bracket 1 plus x square plus 1 will give limit x tends to 0 1 plus x square minus 1 x will give bracket 1 plus x square plus 1 square plus 1 limit x tends to 0 will have x 1 plus x bracket 1 plus x square plus 1 will have limit x tends to 0 1 plus x 1 plus x square plus 1. Then we'll distribute the limit x tends to 0 1 plus x upon limit x tends to 0 1 plus x square plus 1. So that will give us 1 plus 0 upon root of 1 plus 0 square plus 1, that is 1 upon 1 plus 1, that is 1 by 2. Now we'll do the fourth type, evaluating limits using rationalization methods. We'll take an example, that is limit x tends to 0 root of a plus x minus root a upon x root of a plus x. So the answer will be limit x tends to 0 a plus x minus root a root a plus x plus root a upon x into root a into root a plus x. Just divided the root here, multiplied by root a plus x plus root a. We have limit x tends to 0, a plus x minus a upon x into root a plus x bracket a plus x plus root a is limit x tends to 0, x upon x root of a plus x bracket root of a plus x plus root a, then limit x tends to 0, 1 upon root a plus x bracket root a plus x plus root a. That will give us 1 upon root a plus 0 root a plus 0 plus root a, that is 1 upon a into 2 root a, that is 1 upon 2a into a raised to 1 by 2. Root is, when you convert root into power, it goes as 1 by 2, that is 1 upon 2 a raised to 3 by 2. Here the power is 1 and it is 1 by 2, so cross multiply and then you get 1 upon a to 2a raised to 3 by 2. Okay, the fifth type would be the trigonometric limits of trigonometric function. The first would be some examples like the limit of the trigonometric function you should know is limit x tends to a. Limit x tends to a, sin x is sin a. Then second, limit x tends to a, cos x is cos a. Third, limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x is 1. Fourth, limit x tends to 0, tan x upon x is equal to 1. Fifth, limit x tends to 0, x upon sin x is equal to 1. And sixth, limit x tends to 0, sin kx upon x is equal to k. So these are some of the things which you should know before solving this type of trigonometric limits. The first sum will be limit x tends to 0, x cosec x. So now limit x tends to 0, x cosec x is equal to limit x tends to 0, x into 1 upon sin x is equal to limit x tends to 0, 1 upon sin x upon x, 1 upon limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x is equal to 1 upon 1 is 1. That is the first sum. Limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos 2x upon sin square 2x. Limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos 2x upon sin square 2x is limit x tends to 0 to sin square x upon 2 sin x cos x the whole square, limit x tends to 0 to sin square x upon 4 sin square x cos square x is limit x tends to 0 1 upon 2 cos square x is 1 upon 2 cos square 0 is equal to 1 upon 2 bracket square, that is 1 upon 2 cos 0 is 1, so here it's 2 into 1 the whole square, 1 upon 2 is the final answer. Example, limit x tends to 0 3 sin x minus sin 3x upon x raised to 3, so the answer is limit x tends to 0 3 sin x minus 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x upon x cube is limit x tends to 0 3 sin x minus 3 sin x plus 4 sin cube x upon x cube is limit x tends to 0 4 sin cube x upon x cube is 4 limit x tends to 0 upon sin x upon x the whole cube is 4 1 the whole cube is 4 limit x tends to pi by 2 1 minus sin x upon cos square x, that will give to pi by 2 1 minus sin x upon 1 minus sin square x, that is limit x tends to pi by 2 1 minus sin x upon 1 minus sin x, that is limit x tends to pi by 2 1 upon 1 plus sin x, that is 1 upon 1 plus sin pi by 2 is 1 upon 1 plus 1, that is 1 by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1. We take example, limit x tends to pi by 4 cot x minus 1 upon cos x square x minus 2, so the solution would be limit x tends to pi by 4 cot x minus 1 upon 1 plus cot square x minus 2 is equal to limit x tends to pi by 4 cot x minus 1 upon cot square x minus 1, limit x tends to pi by 4 cot x minus 1 upon cot x minus 1 cot x plus 1, limit x tends to pi by 4 1 upon cot x plus 1 is equal to 1 upon cot pi by 4 plus 1 is 1 upon 1 plus 1 is 1 upon 2. We will now do the sixth method, that is the substitution method. For evaluating a limit of a function of x which assumes the form 0 upon 0 as x tends to a. So step 1, put x is equal to a plus h so that h tends to 0 as x tends to a. Step 2, simplify the numerator and denominator of the fraction. Step 3, remove the common factor involving from the numerator. Remove the common factor. Step 4, proceeding to the limit when h tends to 0, we shall obtain the limit of function. Remember the steps while solving the sum. We take the first example, that is limit x tends to pi by 2 cos x upon x minus pi by 2. So the answer would be, put x is equal to pi by 2 plus h, therefore x minus pi by 2 is equal to h, as x tends to pi by 2, h will tend to 0, therefore limit x tends to pi by 2 cos x upon x minus pi by 2 is equal to limit h tends to 0 cos pi by 2 plus h upon h, that is limit h tends to 0 minus sin h upon h, that is minus limit h tends to 0 sin h upon h, that is minus 1. An example, here the limit is x tends to 1 plus cos pi x upon 1 minus x square. Now put x is equal to 1 plus h, therefore 1 minus x is equal to minus h, as x tends to 1, h will tend to 0, therefore limit x tends to 1 plus cos pi x upon 1 minus x square, limit h tends to 0, 1 plus cos pi 1 plus h upon minus h the whole square, limit h tends to 0, 1 plus cos pi plus pi h upon h square. Now limit h tends to 0, 1 minus cos pi h upon h square, limit h tends to 0 to sin square pi h by 2 upon h square, to limit h tends to 0 sin pi h by 2 upon pi h by 2 the whole square into pi square by 4 is equal to pi square by 2 limit h tends to 0 sin pi h by 2 upon pi h by 2 the whole square is equal to pi square by 2 1. The reasons are h tends to 0, pi h by 2 will tend to 0, and limit theta tends to 0, sin theta upon theta is 1, hence pi square by 2. The seventh that we are going to study today is exponential and logarithm limits of exponential and logarithmic functions. We will use the following results or formulas. Note them as limit x tends to 0 a raised to x minus 1 upon x is log a. Limit x tends to 0 1 plus x raised to 1 upon x will give e. Third, limit x tends to 0 1 plus mx upon 1 upon x will give e raised to m. Fourth, limit x tends to 0 e raised to x minus 1 upon x is logarithm of e, that is 1. And fifth, limit x tends to 0 log of 1 plus x upon x, that is also 1. Please remember this all set of 5 formulas while solving limits of exponential and logarithmic functions, as without this you wouldn't be able to do it. Now we'll take some basic examples. Limit x tends to 0 3 raised to x minus 5 raised to x upon x. So that is limit x tends to 0 3 raised to x minus 1 plus 1 minus 5 raised to x upon x. That is limit x tends to 0 3 raised to x minus 1 minus 5 raised to x minus 1 upon x. That is limit x tends to 0 3 raised to x minus 1 upon x minus 5 raised to x minus 1 upon x. Limit x tends to 0 3 raised to x minus 1 upon x minus limit x tends to 0 5 raised to x minus 1 upon x. That is logarithm of 3 minus logarithm of 5, that is logarithm of 3 by 5. The other sum we are going to take is limit x tends to 0 e raised to x plus e raised to minus x minus 2 upon x tan x. So the solution would be limit x tends to 0 e raised to x plus 1 upon e raised to x minus 2 upon x tan x. That is limit x tends to 0 e raised to x is to 2 plus 1 minus 2 e raised to x upon e raised to x into x tan x. That will give limit x tends to 0 e raised to x minus 1 the whole square upon e raised to x into x tan x. And that will be limit x tends to 0 e raised to x minus 1 upon whole square upon x divided by e raised to x x tan x upon x square. It will also be square, sorry. That will give limit x tends to 0 e raised to x minus 1 upon x the whole square upon e raised to x tan x upon x. Now limit x tends to 0 e raised to x minus 1 upon x the whole square upon limit x tends to 0 e raised to x into limit x tends to 0 tan x upon x, that is 1 square upon e raised to 0 into 1, that is 1. Limit x tends to 0 1 minus 3x upon 5 raised to 1 upon x. So the answer would be limit x tends to 0 1 minus 3x upon 5 minus 5 upon 3x minus 3 by 5, that is e raised to minus 3 by 5. How did we get this? That is x tends to 0 minus 3x upon 5 will tend to 0 and limit x tends to 0 1 plus x raised to 1 upon x is give you CE. Do second sum. Limit x tends to 0 1 minus x upon 1 plus x 2 by x. The answer is limit x tends to 0 1 minus x 2 by x upon 1 plus x 2 by x. Limit x tends to 0 1 minus x minus 1 upon x minus 2 upon limit x tends to 0 1 plus x 1 upon x on 2 e raised to minus 2 upon e raised to 2, that is e raised to minus 4. Sum, that is limit x tends to 0 log x plus log 1 plus x upon x upon x. So the answer would be limit x tends to 0 logarithm of x into 1 plus x upon x upon x, that is limit x tends to 0 logarithm of 1 plus x upon x, and that is 1. The last type is limit at infinity and infinite limits. A function of f is said to tend to a limit L as x tends to infinity. Let me give you an example. Limit x tends to infinity, f of x is equal to L. Now note that as x tends to infinity, 1 upon x will tend to 0. So in general, limit x tends to infinity, 1 upon x raised to k is equal to 0 if k is greater than 0. So now let's solve some sums to get some hands-on experience. Limit x tends to infinity, 7x square plus 5x minus 3 upon 8x square minus 2x plus 7. Solution would be limit x tends to infinity, 7x square plus 5x minus 3 upon x square, 8x square minus 2x plus 7 upon x square. Limit x tends to infinity. 7 plus 5 by x minus 3 by x square upon 8 minus 2 by x plus 7 upon x square. Now limit x tends to infinity. 7 plus limit x tends to infinity 5 upon x square minus limit x tends to infinity 3 upon x square. Limit x tends to infinity 8 minus limit x tends to infinity 2 by x plus limit x tends to infinity 7 upon x square. That is 7 plus 0 minus 0 upon 8 minus 0 plus 0. That is 7 by 8. So we'll take the second sum. Limit x tends to infinity 3x plus 4, 4x minus 6, 5x plus 2 upon 4x cube plus 2x square minus 1. The solution would be limit x tends to infinity 3x plus 4, 4x minus 6, 5x plus 2 upon x cube upon 4x cube plus 2x square minus 1 upon x cube. That is limit x tends to infinity 3x plus 4 upon x, 4x minus 6 upon x, 5x plus 2 upon x, 4x cube upon x cube plus 2x square upon x cube minus 1 upon x cube. Limit x tends to infinity 3 plus 4 by x, 4 minus 6 by x, 5 plus 2 by x upon 4 plus 2 by x minus 1 upon x cube. Limit x tends to infinity 3 plus 4 by x dot limit x tends to infinity 4 minus 6 by x dot limit x tends to infinity 5 plus 2 by x upon limit x tends to infinity 4 plus limit x tends to infinity 2 by x minus limit x tends to infinity 1 upon x cube. That is 3 plus 0, 4 minus 0, 5 plus 0 upon 4 plus 0 minus 0. That is 3 into 4 into 5 upon 4. The answer is 15.